A long time ago, deep in West Africa, there lived a mighty king named King Madiba Sanyang, ruler of a prosperous kingdom nestled between the rivers of ancient Senegambia. His people adored him for his bravery, his unwavering sense of justice, and the fierce dedication he showed in defending the weak. Yet, despite all his power and the loyalty of his subjects, a profound loneliness lingered in his heart, for he had no queen to share the burdens and joys of his reign. Each evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, King Madiba took solitary walks to the edge of a mysterious forest known as Banta Kono. This forest, shrouded in whispers and warnings from the elders, was said to be home to strange spirits, beings of wind and fire that roamed freely at dusk. Yet King Madiba was not a man to be intimidated by tales of the supernatural. One fateful night, under a moon that glimmered like polished silver, Madiba heard a soft, heart-wrenching cry. Drawn by the sound, he ventured deeper into the forest until he came upon a clearing where he found a woman seated upon a stone. She radiated a faint, ethereal glow, her skin luminous in the moonlight. Her beauty was extraordinary, her eyes deep like the ocean. They held within them a calm yet powerful presence that captivated him completely. "Who are you?" he asked, unable to tear his gaze away. The woman looked up at him, sadness etched on her delicate features. "I am Asada, daughter of the Jinn of the Eastern Wind, trapped between the world of spirits and that of humans, unable to fully belong to either." Madiba should have been filled with fear at the revelation that he was speaking to a jinn, a being of formidable power capable of both blessings and destruction. Yet, instead of trepidation, he felt an irresistible pull in his heart, a connection that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. Night after night, he returned to the forest to share conversations with Asada, exploring themes of love, life, destiny, and the heavy burdens of leadership that rested upon his shoulders. Through their exchanges, a deep love blossomed, an emotion forbidden in both the human realm and the world of spirits. One evening, as the stars twinkled like diamonds in the night sky, Asada revealed a troubling truth to him. "My father will never permit me to live among humans. If we choose each other, you will gain my protection, but with it, you will also inherit powerful enemies." Without a moment's hesitation, King Madiba proclaimed, "I choose you, even if all the winds of the world rise against me." In a secret ceremony beneath the oldest baobab tree, they joined their fates together as husband and wife. From that day forward, the kingdom began to transform in remarkable ways. Initially, a wave of blessings enveloped the land. Rain fell precisely when the crops thirsted for water. Warriors returned from battles unharmed. Thieves thought twice before entering the kingdom's border. Peace and prosperity flourished like never before. The people thrived under King Madiba's rule, and they celebrated their beloved king and his newfound queen. But as with all stories that seem perfect, darkness lurked close at hand. Whispers began to drift through the air, like leaves caught in an autumn breeze. Some claimed that their king had become too powerful, an assertion that disturbed the carefully maintained balance of their society. Others whispered of the king's forbidden union with a spirit, proclaiming that the natural order itself had been violated. And even more unsettling, Asada's father, the formidable Jinn Suleiman, discovered their clandestine marriage. One storm-laden night, when the winds howled and rain lashed against the earth, the sky erupted with the crack of lightning. At that moment, Suleiman appeared, swirling in a tempest of dust and fire, his presence fierce and commanding. "You have stolen my daughter," he boomed, his voice echoing like thunder in the storm. But King Madiba stood resolute, stepping forward with no sword in hand, no shield to protect him, just the courage that defined him. "I did not steal her. She chose me," he declared boldly, his heart racing but his spirit unwavering. Suleiman, however, was not swayed by the king's words. His fury manifested in violent storms. The very earth trembled beneath them as trees uprooted and rivers swelled ominously. Amidst the chaos, Asada rushed between them, her tears cascading down her cheeks like the rain. "Father, please stop, this is the man I love," she cried out, her voice breaking the fury of the storm. This time, Suleiman paused, his eyes widening as he searched his daughter's face for the truth. In that moment, facing the depth of her emotion, his anger began to recede, giving way to an overwhelming sorrow. Love is a wind no one can control, he murmured, realization dawning upon him. With a heavy heart, he granted his blessing but not without a condition. Your children will walk between two worlds. They will possess great power, but they must wield it with wisdom and understanding. From that day onward, the kingdom flourished even more than before. King Madiba and Queen Asada witnessed their land thrive under the bond they had forged against the odds. Over time, their lineage was said to carry the whisper of the wind, a gift from the Jinn ancestry that allowed them to sense danger before it could strike, or summon the rains with the right chants and melodies. Together, they ruled with both strength and kindness, and their story transformed into an enduring legend, passed down from elders to children gathered around flickering fires under the vast African sky. It became a tale that reminded people everywhere that love could shatter curses, bridge worlds, and unite even the most divergent hearts, intertwining the essence of humanity with the spirit of the wind.